All right, we're back.
And we're back. Thank you so much for your patience while we beat the technology to death. It wouldn't be alive if we didn't have something go on.
God forbid we not have technical difficulties.
So if any of you out there know of a really good GoPro battery that will last 2 hours or more, preferably more, let us know, because the batteries that we've gotten, only the stock battery that comes with it only lasts about an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes. And so I found some Stamina batteries that were aftermarket that were supposed to go 2 hours, and those are not going 2 hours, and they're causing the GoPro to overheat. So I'm a little concerned about that. But if y'all have any suggestions, love to hear them. Because other than the batteries, the GoPro's been pretty good about it. We don't get the light flashing, and it's got a really good lens and all that good stuff. Plus, I really like that the monitor on the front where I can see.
Yeah.
Really, the battery life's been the biggest issue outside of Meta. Speaking of which, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got some content out there already that's kind of legacy content, but we'd love to start doing it, doing our lives from there too. Hey Brian, shall we see what how it's looking? Oh, looks like you stepped away for a minute. So I'm talking to myself.
Oh, wait, you know what? Jeremy brought up a very valid point. You didn't have a technical issue. We just actually didn't start the live until 6. So it's actually 6 now.
Oh.
Or 6:10 now. Dan got here like a half hour early.
His inner Dan.
So
stop giving Dan fuel to work with. I will find you, Jeremy.
all right, did I get Alabama on that one? So tell me about what you're doing, please.
Alright, so back at the back of it here, this is called the ricasso, where the edge ends.
Up just a little bit.
So where the edge ends, it's called the ricasso, and around the back there, where I kind of just call the heel, I'm putting a couple of tape strips. And what this does is it adds a little bit more spacing around the area where the locking mechanism is going to be. And I've just found that this really helps for when it comes to kind of tuning the retention.
Jeremy says you can't find them because you can't even find a good battery.
Oh boy.
I can't save you, Jeremy. I can't save you.
For my next design, I will call it Joe. Alright, so let's take a look at Brother Brian here.
Wrapped up.
Might have to see if that actually... Oh, no, actually, that came out pretty good. Still pretty warm. It's still very flexible. So we're going to find a fresh spot that's a little bit cooler on the foam. I wish there was a way to be able to blow air through there, but the foam collapses around it, so it just kind of insulates it.
And the one I haven't done the battery for you.
As a backup to that?
No, just because I need to do it.
I need a hair tie. You don't happen to have a rubber band in here, do you? I might have one on my door if one of you want to take that for a second.
I got it. I just checked it, Brian, and it pressed pretty nice. It's still pretty flexible, so we're gonna let it sit a little bit longer.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. We got people doing a little bit of everything today. We got cheese being
Yeah.
made. Dan's working on his
What you got there, Dan?
razor. Look at that beautiful thing.
Oh, I'm working on my straight razor.
Oh yes, the thing you're going to cut your face off with.
That's right. And,
Nice finish on that.
Working on the handle for it right
Talk
now.
to me about the handle.
So the handle is a bit of a pain, right? Because it's actually 3 pieces glued together. You can actually see the epoxy in there. And it's really hard to make these parallel and flat, and
Especially doing it by hand too.
it's just the whole thing is not great.
Well, it's a
But
proof of concept, right?
that's the thing, is it's a proof of oh, and there's a octopus mosaic panel.
And Kira didn't steal that from you?
I have more.
Yeah, I want. No. Also, Jeremy, no, I will not read the rest of that comment. I don't care, because the important part was that I read the part that mattered.
I think I am planning from now on, I'm going to put a mosaic in all of my knives.
Yay!
Because there's no reason not to. Oh, y'all haven't seen my
And
mosaic.
mosaic pin makers everywhere applaud you.
I got. You haven't seen
I haven't seen them.
Brian, let this cool off a little bit more.
Okay, and then we'll cut.
Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and make our border, and then we'll cut it. All right, and now
These might be too small.
All right, let me see. Let's do. That's the right way. Leave that for a second. See if you guys can't guess what that might be. All right, next one. This one.
And once it,
Again, I'll leave that for a second. Leave that for a second. See, can't guess.
okay. I know you were talking the other night about
These last two are a little harder.
I want to do a perimeter blade for family stuff.
Right.
For sure.
right.
That one's a little bit
But
harder.
that one's just.
This is the angle that you're gonna look at this at. I don't know if we're gonna get it good enough.
I wanted
Right.
something
I don't think
a
you
bit
can
more
focus.
full-size.
It's just what you think of the
Yeah, it's just too blurry.
Summer is just working.
And we'll do that.
That's what I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna bring that one and my zombie killer.
That's the top.
Okay, right. So you need to make a sheet for that.
Yeah, there's sheep over there for it.
That's
already.
another one that's really hard.
Just gotta finish getting it on, getting everything in.
So that one is the Detroit Lions line,
Yeah.
and this one
Yeah, that's what I was
is
like, oh,
a
I
motorcycle.
knew I was gonna do it. Trying to at least do a couple camping trips. Solo,
And then the
solo-
Dragon
solo
Frog
camping
and the
shit.
Rebel Alliance.
I have a 6-person
There we go.
tent.
Fun,
I have
right?
a 6-person tent
Okay.
that I got. So I was just gonna use that. Go find some nice spots and just spend a day or two there and
Right.
bring some food and chill, man.
Just like with you, or you camp?
me.
Oh, just you.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. I just want to get a day or two just to get away. It's a little dangerous, but I think it'll be all right.
I
Just
think
make
it'll
sure
be-
you get
I
a
think it'll be
horn
fine.
for bears.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be camping anywhere
I
in
got bear
Michigan,
spray.
get a
Right, so
horn,
where-
air horn for bears.
Where do you think you got a camp at?
Probably Manistee. I found a couple spots over in that area. I thought about Petoskey too. My
Welcome to Microscope Theater.
Right. I'm gonna try to get Kyle
That's
Lake
what
if I
Steve
want.
Perry said.
I want-
Welcome to Microscope Theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve's here?
Yeah, he just signed in. And John Bryant just logged in too.
Awesome. Well, Steve,
Well, Steve.
So,
look at this. I'm just kidding.
A lot of places up there.
Look at this.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
The
review. So
Yeah.
we're working
You
on
want to park your RV, you want to go over here and pitch it in, you can do it. But the nice thing about it is too, is they got boat rentals. So if you want to go out and fish or something like that,
there we
if you
go.
like to fish or,
Yeah, man, I fish.
right?
Not like a ton, but when I can, yeah.
And, that'd be it.
That'd be a fun project to do towards the end of summer.
What's that?
Let's all go out and design different camp plates
Oh, I think it'd be a riot.
So
I
like,
love that.
mom could design maybe like a cooking knife, and I could design like a bigger EDC. You could design like you and Jordan, or Jordan could design like a wood chopper.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And we all design different kinds of knives. And then when we go camping, we take video of all of us using the different kinds of knives.
I think it'd be great. I also love the idea that we talked about at our last meeting with
It's all you.
designing some blades for destruction
Yeah.
or attempted destruction.
I'll say if you guys wanna tell them about that.
Yeah, so one of the things we're hoping to do this summer is Kira and I and the other Smiths are going to design some blades and not necessarily finish them to a mirror polish or anything, but take them down to like 120 or 220 grit and do all the heat treating and the tempering and everything, and then just go out and beat them to that. Turns out, like, we make them during the summer. This fall, we're actually having our deck completely redone, and to save some money, we're going to do the destruction. So we're thinking, how cool would it be to use these blades that we've designed to destroy the deck, and videotape it and chronicle it for all of you for your viewing pleasure as we try to break these blades on our deck. Hey Brian.
Brian Wetterow goes, ooh, I'll break a blade.
Yes.
He's real excited.
Make a blade, break a blade.
The very
Yeah.
possibility that you're going to run into in our office or at some point in time, depending on
All
where
right,
you're
let's
at.
see how this one's
So as long as
pressing
you're
out.
not being an asshole, you're fine.
Snap.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to flip it around and find a fresh spot for it. This is actually the first blade I've made for myself in probably 10 years. These ones have to either giving them away or selling.
So why did you move over to Kydex?
Well, with the issue that I have with my eye, it's just gotten to the point where, I have an issue with my left eye where I have to get shots in like every 6 to 10 minutes. And basically what's happening is that there's a spot in my retina that's kind of turning into static almost. I remember the old TVs, they had to use rabbit ears to get rid of the snow. That's slowly what's happening in my left eye. So hand stitching, drilling the holes and then hand stitching leather has just gotten to be really an eye strain. And so I outsource my leather sheaths to Ed from Cinder Rose Leather, and he does an amazing job, and I don't have to worry about taking migraine medication. So Kydex is a lot more forgiving for me. I'm really enjoying working with it and learning about it more and more. And I always jokingly say, you can pick pretty much any attachment point you want. It's like Legos for big people. So I had fun searching for a really good connection point for Steve Perry's twins, because with karambits you don't draw them straight. They have a curve to them typically, where you need to be able to cant the sheath to get a good draw, especially if you're carrying it and you want to bring it right up and out the center. So it's been kind of a fun trial and error finding the right connection for that, and I finally did. So I'm excited to get feedback from Steve once I get them to him. So, anyway,
He said yay, by the way. So
yay for me too. So
I'm sure in my voice he was like, yay! It's exactly what he sounded like. Yeah.
I want a video of Steve doing an anime yay. That would make my day, Steve. So next, let's get this one. This is Brian's small one. The big one's about this much longer. The back, it's right here. So the big one's out getting its maker's mark. But in the meantime, we'll get this small one going. Brother Brian is cutting the Kydex for me right now, and I am going to get this one taped up. And this one is W2. We did a clay heat treat where we clay backed with refractory clay the spine, left the edge clear. And so when we quenched it, the clay insulated the steel up here from cooling as fast as the edge steel. So the edge is harder than the spine. So you've got edge retention with the harder edge and the toughness with the softer spine. And the W2 is a great steel for pulling that hamon. You can use 1075, 1084, 1095 as well. Typically the higher the carbon, the more vivid the line's going to be.
You think that might scare him?
All right. Well, while you're taping, I'm gonna go wander around.
Yes, I know it's exciting.
Super exciting. Are you free-handing bevel grinds?
No. Free!
What are you doing?
He's freebirding it.
Freebird!
Oh, okay. I just.
Okay.
It was your first time doing bevel grinds today, so I wanted to make sure you weren't taking on too much.
Testing myself.
He is Bevel Grind Class 101. Who has graduated to Bevel Class 107.
Woo! Look at you. Popped up to 107 just like that? I'm proud of you, man. I want to be like you.
I want to walk like you, talk like you.
What?
If you want to stab them, I saw nothing.
Yeah, I'll turn the camera. I'm walking away. I don't know what you're talking about. There was no stabbing.
I want to
Be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you.
show up on time like you. Yeah, show up on time, Dan.
Show up on time, Chuck. Show up on time for once, kid.
Yeah, that's right, Chuck.
I'm never on time.
Never on time.
Never. I'm never on time at my house.
I'm supposed to be the one on
That's
calling
what
people
makes
time,
it
sir.
weird.
Not you.
That's it.
CPT, baby.
I'm going to walk away from that. Otherwise, I'm going to start crying.
Joking. Oh, look at me.
I am crying.
Perfect, thank you.
Brian says it looks amazing again. Your knife, by the way. Looks amazing. Not CPT.
Yep.
I'm just gonna, anytime someone's late, I'm just gonna be like
Hey, Chuck, on the
CPT.
top rack, the middle rack, or the lower rack?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's funny is I had one that was redoing. It was a bigger one, so it unfolded, wrapped around the heating element. And it smelled wonderful.
Throw that out of the way.
I can take it up. Well,
Okay, so grab
I
yours.
just throw it away.
Go ahead and grab yours.
you want a bourbon?
And
Another beer. Okay.
I'll grab you a bourbon if you want to keep an eye. I have to go to the bathroom anyways.
Oh, shit.
So go ahead and wander around.
I like to wander around.
Make sure you ask people questions about what they do.
Yes. I gotta figure out who people are. Dan,
What?
what are you doing, Dan?
I'm getting this dialed in. This is kind of fun.
Looks like you've actually done something a little bit.
Right?
Gentlemen, good.
Does anybody
I
need
use
bourbon?
that term loosely.
I'm real good.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Brian, you're okay?
Excuse me, motherfucker.
Hey!
Mr. Lady
Oh, is that on?
Parts.
No, I'm
You're
fine.
safe, man.
Mr. Lady Parts.
Mr. Lady Parts.
Scott,
I'm reciprocating back to.
you good? You need
Are we
anything else?
implying that having lady parts is negative in some way?
No.
No.
Are we
What
being
we're applying,
sexist?
what we're talking about
Oh,
is
I
that
think we're being sexist.
you.
Because that sounded
You know
like
what?
an insult
Ooh.
to me. And really,
You know what? Only you would take something
I
feminine and
think
turn it into an
that
insult.
if you were comparing me to a woman,
I
which
think
you
you.
then think is an
We're not
insult,
insult.
you're being the sexist.
I think
Or
you.
the sex.
I think you need to go back to women's studies, Dan.
What we call mental jujitsu.
Mental jujitsu. What are we doing, guys? The people want to know.
We've got this pressed. And we
Okay.
have way more than we need, obviously, because that would really look funny in a.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just do a couple of rough cuts, and then we'll round out the edges a little bit. We want to leave enough for the eyelets.
Okay. Can you explain this to me as if I was 3?
Okay, Dan. So,
Yes.
no. Yes, Dan. It's at your expense.
I didn't hear it, so.
Most 3-year-olds can't hear. No.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut big.
Yeah.
All right. And I like to do straight line cuts. So
Makes sense to
we
me.
have them lop that one off, and then lop that one off, and lop that one off, and then we'll take it on a really slow speed on the grinder and round those out just a little bit.
Okay.
And then we want to make sure we leave enough space though that we can put eyelets in here to pin together. And the eyelets that we use to attach the carry points, whether it's a biothane strap or a clip of some sort. We just want to make sure that we have plenty extra to do.
Right on.
Okay.
Thank you,
put it
sir.
on the outside of the white line.
Then we're gonna walk over here slowly. Again. Did you turn that down? I think you did.
No.
You didn't? Was that the same speed as running that earlier? Oh.
Scott, are you using this stuff?
No. It's all you, man.
Hey, well, how's your plate going? You hammering it all?
I've moved on to 400.
Oh, that's looking really nice, man.
It'd be nice if that just drink out of mine.
Now, are you okay with where these are at, or do you want to fill them in more?
I filled them in a couple times. I can do a bit more because
Well, you
I'm
can't
noticing
do
them
one
less.
Yep, that's what happens.
Yeah.
It just does. You take more off, and a lot of times you have to layer it a little bit to get
Yeah.
everything filled up back flush. Now, the mosaic pin.
Yeah, that turned
looks
out
and
really
feels
great. Yeah.
But if you're okay with this too, they're natural. They're not like you do
No,
anything
yeah.
wrong with it. These are just little wormholes.
Yeah.
And you find those a lot in spalted wood.
Yeah, and like even with it as it is right now, I hardly notice it. That's the only one that's really like damning to me.
I would actually, I would fill that one in,
Yeah.
and then just it'll be a real quick sand off.
Yeah, that's the only one I was thinking.
You want
Well,
me to get that filled for you real quick?
yeah. So
Okay, where's
this,
that stuff?
over there. Where's that poker, Dan?
The blade?
No, that there we go, that thing. Cool. Orange handled poker.
I think that was a missed opportunity right there. Write a comment, Dan. If your ears work like you do, you'll hear it in about 30 minutes.
Nude. I missed that comment. Who was that from?
Jeremy,
Jeremy with the zingers.
those double grinds.
Look at that.
I would leave the rest of them. I just didn't take care of that one.
Okay. You got it, coach.
Just look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, this did pretty good. You feel pretty good about those?
I think I know what I'm doing. At least today.
We are at 7:30.
7:30.
I'm flies when you're having fun.
Time flies. Have fun.
I know you said stay outside the line, but I actually like a first time workshop to do like that when I'm right on the line or something.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Said the aggression in your sanding means that you know he's right. Have you done this before? May I?
Just a couple.
It's like a fan. Yeah, a fan or a deck of cards. Just hold on, just fan you. Is it warm in here or is it just you, Scott?
Well, it's not Dan.
Jeremy says, time flies when you show up late.
But I showed up on time. So, Chuck was late tonight. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. I was here early. It was Chuck that was actually late.
I wonder what that means.
Probably just an edge, right?
Yeah.
Just an
Put
edge.
an edge on that.
And handles.
Scott was late too.
Hey, Scott, did you know that you were late too, according to Dan?
I'm always late. On Dan time? Yeah, I'm like a day early on Dan
I was
time.
going to say on Dan time, yeah.
Some days
Children.
All right, what are you doing over here?
I've got this taped. We have Kydex in the toaster. And so now what I'm doing is I'm just
Dan,
we're just getting this ready for pressing.
Yes, sir.
And we might have to put the kids in timeout though.
Jeremy says, Dan, listen, it's okay, my eyes work as good as your watch.
Oh yeah? Well, I don't have a watch.
Ah,
Oh really?
couldn't tell.
I have.
A timepiece?
A highly precision timepiece.
Viewers, you're always on A time. A time.
A timepiece that needs battery. Everybody knows Dan's right twice a day.
He's definitely on the time.
He is on A time.
Twice a day, folks.
Never a dull moment around here, that's for sure.
I love the interaction. It's great. The back and forth is wonderful. It's like you guys are almost here, except you're almost 6 foot tall white woman and not a bunch of dudes in the comments. It's just me harassing them.
Dan's almost on time. Dan's almost on time, guys.
I know, I'm a little early.
I mean, it's like 5:30 right now.
Speaking of on time, remember that next week, Wednesday, we actually have our live around the fireplace, the fire table again. So join us there again if you would. We love having that interaction with you.
So, what else do we have coming up?
Oh boy. We have our, in early June, we have our South Bend show for the tax show.
Family calendar, correct?
Yeah, it should be on the far to the right.
There we go. So, I'm going to click on May. And we don't have anything in May. However, June 7th in Indiana, in South Bend, Indiana, we have the St. Joseph
Tax show.
tack show. It's like a horse and pony. The name is really long.
Yeah.
4-H horse and pony talk.
And
Wow.
We have our Out of the Barn and the park outdoor show.
Yes.
First outdoor show for the year.
That is the 21st of June. We are going to be at Out of the Barn in Jenison. Originally, they were in Holland at the Civic Center, and now they're trying to find a bunch of new venues. They have a bunch of stuff in the following year that's going to be in Rivertown Mall in Grand Rapids, if you guys are in the area. But in Jenison, they will be having on June 21st, there's an outdoor show at Rosewood Park that we will be at. Yes, come and say hi. We have another Out of the Barn on July 19th at the Georgetown Ice Arena, which is Summer on Ice.
Better than winter on ice for sure.
And then after that, we're pretty much just trying to hear from anybody and everybody about a bunch of different shows. We have a couple of Ren fairs that we're looking at. Dana's Festival is in, yep, it is the weekend of the 15th and 16th in August.
Fantasy football weekend.
Yeah,
You can still come by
Kira's
for a
pretty
little bit.
amazing about making sure she gets those get posted on our site too. So just stay
I
tuned
would
for
love
that.
to.
Oh, that's yours.
I
Yeah.
wonder if we can do a calendar for the travel agent.
Probably. We could probably get an image of a calendar and then write in all the events.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if
So.
well, it's not, so you never know. But
Yeah.
More than likely, I will be 3 sheets to the win. Because the way our fantasy league is set up, we have to do a game that decides draft order. And our draft order game is always some type of a drinking game or a game that's made to be a drinking game. My first season for fantasy football in this league, we did Mario Kart time trial races, and like the loser had to drink. There was like some weird beer pong one that was a rage fest. It was fun, but you got to drink. Yeah. So, but if I can make it, I will. But I just know if
Yeah.
I'm there, I'll probably be shirtless. So.
Well, it's July. It'll be okay.
So what we're doing now is we're trying to grind at a really slow speed here to kind of rough profile this. If you go too fast on this stuff, it just turns to a goo, because it is a thermoplastic. I try to get it mostly there, and then we kind of hand smooth it out with sandpaper. One of the other fun things about this is that it kind of plastic welds itself back together.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
For the fine mark. The child-proof gloves. So then you gotta kind of got pinched. And if worst comes to worst, you get a flathead screwdriver and pry it apart. But there we go. Yeah. So now what we'll do is throw it around. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some 220 paper and we're going to start sanding these, getting rid of these little ridges that you see in here, and just start smoothing things out. So this area right here is where it locks, and the heel where I put those pieces of tape, that's where we're kind of holds a little bit extra space for us, so we don't have to take as much off. So you get to slide in, click it behind the heel, and then you can still pull it out. So that's kind of one of those just a little bit at a time and trial and error. So next up is going to be hand sanding for Brother Brian. Hello, Brother Brian.
I didn't read the back of it. Anyway.
grab some 220. Even I would say grab a new one,
Okay.
like one of the sanding discs.
Yeah,
And now it's just going to be hand sanded to get rid of all these little everywhere. Yep. All right, let's check the first press on Ryan Wedrow's big blade.
Oh, wait, real quick. I made a drinking game out of this live tonight. Every time Scott says bevel grind, I take a shot. I'm going to the hospital soon.
So this actually got a pretty good press there. Gonna flip it over and find a cooler spot.
Everybody say
now.
bevel grind?
I didn't hear anybody say double grind.
Well, he said Scott
Bevel
has
grind?
to.
Is that
Scott has to say.
What's a bevel grind?
So what were you
What's a
working
bevel
on?
grind?
What are you working on now?
A what?
A what?
What you call it? A bevel grind?
Yeah.
I'm learning how to do it.
Bevel grind.
A bevel grind.
Yes.
Sorry, Jeremy, you're dying today. Forget the hospital.
You're gonna be near the liver transplants. All right, so yeah. Not bad for the evening here. So yeah, it was a pretty good night. Got one more in the press yet. So we call it pants night. Alright, so let's start popping these loose.
He's over singing.
Oh, stop.
What happened?
Nothing. You can blame it all on me.
Yeah. That's my jam, baby. Player. You want to see a bevel grind?
A bevel grind? What was that?
Bevel grind. A bevel grind?
A bevel grind.
You know a bevel grind? A bevel grind?
A bevel grind!
You're a monster.
She's not drinking, but she is smoking. I can't continue on this conversation.
Well, I'll leave.
That's live.
Thanks for rubbing whatever oil you had on your hand on.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with having things wiped on me as long as it ain't COVID.
It's not COVID, it's stand germs.
What?
It's stand germs. Whatever he put on my hand. Jeremy says, Wallace, that blade is getting as shiny as your head.
Hey man, this is without any moisturizer on it. This is Xanax. This is Xanax, more moisturizer. I can be a disco ball. Something that will. Maybe that could be a high school. I think that could be a side hustle. Portable disco ball. Got some light on my head. It's a big one. You can Grand Rapids.
You did say that was without any moisturizer on it, right?
Correct.
TMI.
Everybody likes to try it. Sweet.
Oh boy.
We got 15 minutes.
You know, maybe what we need to do is put like a timer on that thing,
Oh yeah.
the egg timer, so I can just like carry that over and be like, here, look at this is how long we have. And I'll set it down for 2 hours. Although I don't think yours goes up that much. It looks like it's just minutes and seconds. And I can't, if it's just minutes and seconds, we can't do 120 because that's only double digits for minutes. Yeah, the only thing because it says M and S, which
Yeah,
means minutes
no, I'm
and
wondering if-
seconds. So I
Well,
think we're gonna
actually,
go
we-
up to 100.
I think we go at 99 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we go up to 99.
Your mom. Yeah, that's why it's a beep and not her speaking.
Oh shit! What's this? I approve. What's that?
I'm a terrible person. He could make jokes about my dead sister if he wants. Like, I guess.
There we go.
We don't need those kind of jokes right now. This is not the time. We always have this conversation.
Yeah, here we just call those conversations. Wallace actually is famous for that line because him and Dan were actually having a conversation one time. And I don't know what we were talking about at the time, but we were talking about something, and Dan's like, man, I always feel like I come into the weirdest part of the conversations. And Wallace just turns and looks at him and goes, here we just call those conversations. Hey, oh wait, I got a comment. Scott, I want you to read this comment. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Here, right there. That one right there.
I'm supposed to read it?
Yeah.
Bevel grind, bevel grind, bevel grind.
And that just took another 10 years off of Jeremy's liver.
Nobody, you know, you might have met him at one of the shows, but yeah, Jeremy Van Singel.
He's one of our
He
show
just,
friends.
yeah, he's one of our show friends.
He's one of our Blade show friends.
So what's the deal here? He's got to take a drink
Every
Yeah.
time that you say bevel
Yeah.
grind.
Bevel grind?
Yeah.
That.
When I say bevel grind?
When you say bevel grind.
Bevel grind, he has to take a bevel grind.
Yes.
Bevel grind is the bevel grind is to take a drink.
Is it when anybody says bevel grind?
No, it's just when Scott says it.
That's when I say bevel grind. See, I have the power
You have the bevel
to say
grind.
bevel grind.
Bevel
power.
Jeremy says stop it.
Bevel grind. Stop what? Bevel grind.
Hey, you know, Scott.
Power of graceful.
Hey,
It's the power of graceful.
You know, Scott, you and Dan haven't been at the shop in a while together. Because I know you two are, you know, big lovers and busters of each other here.
Hey!
Let's get some ketchup.
Are you jealous?
I am.
A little bit. Wait, you want me to hug you or something? I already smacked him in the forehead.
Ever since he beat me in the
With what?
Hey, whoa, hey!
What do you want?
Swearing is one
Bevel grind.
With your belt?
D-belt?
D-belt, yes. I think we got nose action. That's waste of bourbon, young lady.
Oh god, that took all of my body's strength to not spit that out of my
You
nose.
look like you were bevel grinding inside. If you're gonna grind, don't forget the bump.
Oh. Yes, we are. We got 10 minutes. Gentlemen, we got 10 minutes for the live.
10 minutes to stop bevel grinding.
Yes, 10 minutes before you have to stop bevel grinding, Scott.
Just the back, not this. Just the back.
How are you doing?
Okay, hang on. Before I do the reveal, I gotta cut these off.
Cut it off. Rip them off. The cake. Oh, you're talking about those things.
Hang on, I got a whole plan
There's a
here.
whole thing behind you.
I don't have my knife on me.
No?
That is not cool, dude.
Do that? Will that work? I guess we'll see.
Here, take this from me real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna run upstairs, go to the bathroom.
Yes, ma'am. Indubitably. I see there. It looks like. Thank you, sir. They call me Mr. Tips.
So yeah, this is rough right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Right? So this.
The move?
does
Yeah.
that. Not yet. Anyway.
That's a non-issue though, because when you're using it, you're going to stabilize that blade in the bottom part where your hand anyways.
Right. I mean, it's like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is far too heavy and far too thick.
Oh.
I don't know if I'll do this one, but probably, I mean, for sure the next one. that
Thin it
needs
down
to
a
be
bit more?
Much more, like half the width, probably. And then probably some nylon washers in here,
Let me see it.
just to stiffen this up.
When you get done. Let me see it.
Yeah,
Let me see it.
I'll trade you.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Wait. Let's put this down right here. Boom, boom, boom. Here, you hold this. I'm going to play with it for a second. Let's see. Do it like this, because I'm going to hold it just like this, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I think this is still doable.
It's doable? Hee. Wait, something buzzed.
Now, what kind
Really?
of?
Yeah.
I want to carry this.
It's Kira's phone, so probably somebody's
Oh,
trying to get
probably a
over it.
messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this is still
Okay,
doable. 'cause
that's
this-
doable.
This is usually
What do you think of
how
the
I-
weight? It's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Not that noticeable.
No?
In my eyebrow. Oh, no.
Nice.
It's a little heavy, but like not like it's gonna keep you from shaving, bro.
Right, and it's not like you're going to be holding it for an hour at a time.
No,
At
yeah.
least hopefully not.
This actually doesn't feel that bad for me.
Right?
It's especially for a proof of concept.
Yeah. So,
I would say, well done.
thank you. Yay me.
Sorry guys, that's my hand. There we go.
And there's your knife.
Thank you. We'll just put this back here. The Confidant.
So yeah,
Well,
not done. I'm gonna have to clean these over. So once I get the nylon washers,
Oh,
I'll
no!
clean these over. It's just as taking them
Facebook's
here,
gone.
bump,
What happened?
bump, bump,
Okay.
over here,
Scared
bump, bump, bump,
the shnikes out of me.
and then that'll be that. So again, some jankiness, right? But
I wouldn't even worry about that. I wouldn't even call it jankiness.
like I say, the nylon washers will probably.
Because we. Let's see here. We could. I don't know. We could fill something. We could put like something in here so it wouldn't open. So it'll stop, almost like a guard.
I didn't
kind of.
want it to actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I took that out so it could pass through,
Yeah.
so that you could hold it.
Anyway, yeah.
If you want to go, Dad. Actually, 5 minutes. I lied. We got 5 minutes left.
That's not bad
I
at
want to
all.
make sure everybody like finishing up.
Proof of concept. We got 5 minutes. Pretty good. And this spacer could be thin.
Now you know, right?
But now I know.
And you can bind it with thinner blade if you want to.
And I'm definitely going to do a thinner blade. Definitely. I think this is 8. I'll do 3:30 seconds.
How are you gonna keep it from flipping?
I'm going to... Oh, it will flip.
Well, all the way back.
Right.
Okay.
So I think
So no
I've seen
friction.
people hold their blades like this.
Mhm.
I think like this. So I actually wanted it to flip all the way around.
So the concern that I have is, yeah, and that's great, but you also aren't. There's a lot of looseness.
Yeah, I'm gonna put nylon washers in here. Hopefully that'll fix that issue, but I'm sure there's a different way to do this, and I'm gonna start looking at different ways to do this. So I'll see. But it's my first one, and
You failed miserably.
I actually thought I was. It's too long a story to tell. I got those every day. There might be guys out there. I got these every day. They send you a new one. You're supposed to swap out your disposable every day.
Yeah.
Well, I had about 4 billion of those stacked up because I don't do it every day, right? And I'm finally running out. And I thought, oh man, I gotta buy some more of these, I guess. And I thought, wait a minute. I am a blade maker. There is no reason that I couldn't make a blade to shave with.
Wow.
So.
And honestly, I think the only reason why you have the gift now is just because that's spacer. Once I folded it, right? Like once you do a thinner one, this would be less practice.
And I could bring this in actually. Like that.
It needs to be tighter.
Keen it.
It does need to be tighter.
Needs
I
to be
agree.
tighter and a slower open. And close.
More friction.
See if I pinch this.
And that's where he was saying with the nylon washers he's talking about, that'll help slow that down a little bit instead of it just being all fucking wobbly and crazy.
Right. I do like. I mean, if you look at the handle and the stain and what he's done tonight just on the wood itself, it's come a long way. It's brought that grain out. Look at it. He's got his mosaic in.
Those mosaics are cool.
What you got there? Coffin pin.
Right.
Yeah. Coffin pin, right?
No, it's just an extra 1/8 inch pin. So I had to, essentially that's a big canoe right there, so I couldn't put anything through that. It's the biggest part of the spacer. It's a canoe!
All right. So that's what you.
Yeah.
So that's what you did.
Race for your life, Charlie Brown.
So that's what you did, right?
Ooh, that's what he did.
All right, Brian. What did you get done tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what we did. We worked on, which I've already shown you, the knife and the blade and everything, right? We're just making a sheet for it. And we're almost there. We got everything cut out. It's all formed. Just need to smooth some stuff out. And then probably won't have time tonight. But then we have to drill holes, put our straps on, which is probably, I don't know.
Is this your first sheath?
It is my first sheet.
Yeah, high
Right? Which
five.
you can probably tell, right?
No, honestly.
But, it took me, right.
I mean, it took him 2 or 3 times to get the tape right on his blade, so that's because he over oiled it and then he had to go through and put the tape on and it was too wrinkled. So I mean, it took him 2 or 3 times too. So
Right. Yeah, you take how you start your tape when you put it on your blade is without getting wrinkles in it. There's a way to do it, and I just wasn't doing it the right way because you can't have wrinkles right when you press it. So anyway, after a couple tries, it was a pain in the ass to take the tape off and re-go. But you know what? We strive for perfection here. If it's not right, start over. So. That was my deal tonight. Hey, cousin James, if you're listening tonight or tomorrow or whatever,
James Baldwin.
yeah,
Yes.
James, my cousin James, who
Yeah.
I'm doing the Damascus for.
I'm gonna tag him in it right now because
Okay.
he's commented on stuff before.
Okay, I just
Go
wanted I just wanted to say, hey, sorry to put you a little further down, but I gotta get this sheath made, man. I made this EDC for me, and I haven't had a sheath for it, and I haven't been able to carry it in a long time because I've been working on stuff for other people. So I'm being a little bit selfish tonight. Hey, but you are top of the list on your Damascus. So anyway, cuz love you. Thanks for tuning in. I know if you're not live, you'll watch it tomorrow on having a cold beer, hanging out in the pool in North Carolina.
Ugh.
85 degrees.
Rude. Rude.
Anyway,
All right.
so that's it. That's
That's
me.
what you did, Wallace. What did you get done today? We are almost at 6 o'clock, so
Damn. Almost at 6?
Almost
Almost
at
at
6. That means Dan will be here soon.
Yeah.
I got my handle done, and we got it kind of pre-polished to see any kind of like occlusions and stuff. And you can see them a little bit on here, but they're like not pronounced when you got your hand on it. I don't notice it at all. So this might be livable for me, and I'll probably just sand it a little more, and then polish it, and then probably just finish up the sheath because that's the only thing that needs to be done. It's been tacoed, but we got to put the jobbies in them. So that'll be it for this one, and then we're going to be working on an African-inspired blade for the next one.
I like that.
Thank you, man.
all right.
Thank you.
And Scott worked on bevel grinds. We already looked at Scott.
Somebody say bevel grind?
Bevel grind.
Level grind. Level grind.
Bevel grinds.
Level grind.
I'm gonna give a t-shirt that says bevel grinds.
By the way, did you see Jeremy's comment about Dad caressing the tape earlier?
I did.
Did
did.
it not give you
Oh
the
yeah.
same like?
Oh yeah. Immediately took me right there.
Yeah. It's like Dan will understand
Took me
this.
right there.
All right. And then Dad. Oh well, after this.
Sorry, I distracted.
What?
Yeah, I think I might have some cleanup too and sugar.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to paint those. I guess I don't know what else. So.
I wouldn't. We can talk about that.
Okay.
I got some ideas on there. Yeah, nice.
And then what did you get done?
So I made a whole lot of pants tonight. So I got this one done, which was the one that y'all voted on for the handles. And I actually...
And we're calling that the hive mind.
The hive mind it is. All right, and then I got this one done for a customer who, this is a gift. So hopefully she's not watching. Or I just gave it all away. These two are ready to go to the rough profile of the sheets for Steve Perry. So these are just a couple hours away from being done. This one I did for myself, which I haven't done in a while. So this is a newer design. I'm calling the Spur. And yeah, I got this one done as well for Mr. Wetero. We're going to be cutting that up and then drilling and putting the eyelets in and getting that one ready to go. So yeah, that was what my night instead was hands.
Grab the cup.
So yeah,
We're finishing
guys,
up.
thank you so much once again
Gentlemen,
for coming out and spending
stop
time with us
chugging
online.
the bourbon.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up. So put it over.
So it is 6:02. So just so Dan knows. No, it's 6:02.
Oh, that's right. We're down
6:02
here.
because we're running on damn time.
602 guys.
6:02. We gotta come over here and start bevel grinding.
We're shutting down early.
Yeah, we're gonna shut down 2 minutes
Just
after
like
we
I
started.
Dan will be here soon.
You always. You.
I'll point the bevel grind next.
Ah! I'm having a stroke just thinking about it.
Yeah. So,
Bevel grind?
No, we're coming early.
Oh well, that's fine. I'd rather do yours. That's fine.
Yes. So,
Gentlemen, scooch in.
Yeah.
Scott on the other side of
This is
Dan.
always like herding cats, and that's why she is the dwarf wrangler.
Yep.
So, guys, thank you so much for once again coming and joining us for an evening in the shop here. As always, we want to thank our community, which is Muskoka Turner. He does amazing handle work. Phoenix Abrasives, I think he's getting ready to go to Blade Show, actually.
Greg
I saw a post
Magnuson.
the other day with Greg Magnuson. Yep, Custom Engravers. Hopefully we're going to get Brandy out here for one of our fire tables.
Dan.
And,
Go
I
ahead.
saw how the mother look. Cinder Rose Creations, of which I've been working pretty close with Ed from Cinder Rose Leather on some sheets. Does amazing work. And Alabama Damascus, who always supplies us with amazing high carbon Damascus. And as a throwaway here, look, Larceny, we love you. And,
Larceny,
we want you to reach out to us.
hey, here you can have
So,
mine.
guys, have a great holiday weekend. Stay safe and stay bladed.
Oh, and also wait, real quick. Sorry.
Shout out to Black Calder Brewing for all the beer that they've supplied me. Here's the bevel grinding.
Here's the bevel grinding. Cheers,
Cheers.
gentlemen.
Bye, guys.
Stay bladed.